Hey guys, I just thought I'd take a moment to show you a really cool thing I found at Hobby Lobby today. As many of you know, this is a gun channel, and I'm an outdoorsy type of guy, and I'm pretty crafty and everything, and like to get my hands dirty making things. And occasionally I get bored and decide that something new needs to happen, and so in the past time I've made holsters and all kinds of things from leather. And I've bought leather from online sources and at gun shows and many different places, and I've made some different things over the time. Now these are just a few of my holsters I made, and just to show you here what I got. This here is a holster for a Ruger 2245. Okay. They have I think it's Phobos makes a holster for this gun, and it's like a Kydex type Serpa holster, paddle holster and everything, and it's kind of nice. But I wanted something that I made, personally, and it just means more to me and everything than something you can buy anywhere. So I decided to make up a holster for this gun, and as you can see, what I have here is exactly that. It's custom formed to a leather or a belt that I wear, made just for my body. I mean, anybody could wear it, but it's formed exactly for the 2245, and it's an awesome little holster. And like what I don't like is when you go out looking for holsters and such. You may never find that exact one that you're looking for. And I mean, you may go to an expensive leather holster maker, and they might have them, they're custom made by machines and handmade or whatever. But I mean, that just takes the fun out of something that you made. And so, I mean, I don't mind, custom made holsters. They're awesome, and I would definitely pay for them. But being a hobbyist and an outdoorsy kind of person, and I like to get my hands dirty, I like to make my own stuff. And so, like I said, over the years I've made several different things, and that was my 2245, and here's the old Kel-Tec PF9. It's hot. Danger check that for you. Okay, but this is a small the back holster I made. It can also be on on the side, but it has a little bit of a cant. It would be here on your belt. It has a little bit of a cant. Really, this one is strictly for your small of the back, because it goes at an angle, so you can grab it without showing too much. This one is very tight, and when it's on, I mean it's rather loose when you have it free, but when your belts are on and everything, it didn't go anywhere. It just stays right there. That's a neat little design I came up with. I actually got the overall cutout design from a buddy of mine. He makes holsters all the time, but then I went ahead and customized it for the Kel-Tec PF9 and formed it and everything, and it works pretty well, I think. Going along with Kel-Tec, I also made one here that would hold an extra magazine, because seven rounds is not enough for me. So this one would go on your side. I formed it to go on the side. The spare mag is right there behind it, and the magazine, or the firearm, fits in with a small cant in it, so it can be drawn perfect. And it is very tight, but when you have it on, the pull to get out is not really that much. So it's nice and keeps it in there. So that's another one for the Kel-Tec, and I'm not putting my finger on the trigger, it's behind it. Another one that I've made for my Kel-Tec setup, or as I kind of made it for when I'm carrying this, is this other little mag holder. It goes on the left side or whatever side you want it to. It is a little thick and everything, but this is all developing stuff and designs and stuff. So I've been making these for the past couple of years, and just changing up designs. And this is like a sandwich design. It was one piece and I sandwiched it together. And the sewing was very poor on this. I didn't do a very good job. But this was like one of my first pieces. Like, I made this before I made any of these, just because I was like, it's nice to go to the range and have that extra mag on you and not have to look for it. So I made that. So there's another one. One of my latest things I made, and this is probably about a year ago now, but was this mag holster for my Glock 19. And it sits at a horizontal for, you can grab it, and this will be the front, and you just, when it's on, it has a good retention, and you can't just pull that out, but it sits at a horizontal, and this is a belt clip and everything here, okay, and you just yank it out, and it's kind of an odd angle. It kind of takes some getting used to. When you pull it out, though, you're able to turn around and seat it. And it's not the right ergonomics and everything, but just for the heck of it, playing around at the range, it's fun. So I made this video because I was at Hobby Lobby earlier today, and I've always been in this craft work, leather craft and everything, but I didn't realize they had this. And what it is basically a giant bag of leather scraps from the factories. And this comes from Real Leather Crafts company. You can go to silvercreekleather.com and find it. But this is at Hobby Lobby, and you can see that there. $8.99 for this 3-pound bag of scraps. And this one has a whole different, I haven't even opened it, so I don't know what's all in it. But what do we have here? They had a whole bunch of varieties. They had bright colors and dark colors and blacks, and I think I'm going to go back later on this week and pick up the bag full of black leather. But I got this one because it had this nice big solid piece of leather. And for $8, this is quite a bit of leather actually. And I know it's just scraps, but when you go and buy leather from like a factory, and this, you can go to tandyleather.com and they'll have the same kind of stuff. And Tandy Leather is great. Eventually I'll get some of the tooling and stuff, but that stuff costs too much just to go and buy. So anyways, when you buy leather, you can buy it online, from Tandy Leather or eBay or Amazon, I'm sure has it, or any kind of outlet. It's extremely expensive for what you get, for the amount you get. And I don't know here how much is actually here, but I can tell you this will equal 20 times as much. And let me tell you here, this is a 3-inch piece right here, okay? All this is the same width stuff, and like this, I cut it an inch or 3/4 of an inch off. All this leather over here, all this stuff was made from a 5-foot piece that I got off eBay, and it cost me $45, not including shipping. And it's like 8-ounce weight. If you know the ounces, that the heaviness of leather, it's kind of a different story. But it was all 8-ounce leather and very sturdy stuff. But it was expensive for what I got. And this right here, it varies, but for what I'm getting, and the quality is amazing. Like this piece right here is probably like a 10 or 11, maybe 12-ounce piece. Very sturdy, and this is going to be my next holster. I'm actually going to be making a holster for the Smith & Wesson 642. It'll be a outside the waistband holster, and hopefully I'm going to make it look very pretty. This is a nice piece of leather, very consistent, and like I said, very heavy duty. I'm really happy about this piece. And I recently had a friend, the same friend I got this pattern here from. He lived down in Guatemala, and he brought back a piece of leather that was probably like 5x5, and it cost him like $20 American dollars for 5 or 6 of those pieces. And the only bad thing was, I mean, it's like 20 bucks for all in pieces, but it's not. It's very inconsistent, and you had to pick and choose where you wanted, which is nice. But for being in America and what I can get up here for for a good piece of leather, $9 is a good price. Now this is kind of a I saw this and I was like, perfect zombie holster right here, and so this will be a part of a zombie holster I'm gonna make for the Glock. Maybe, I don't know. I've been waiting to make some holsters here like this for the Glock, my Glock 19, and this is a pretty good heavy-duty piece, and so I'm ecstatic about that. But moving on, I mean, several very nice pieces. Here's a nice brown leather piece, a bluish tan piece, several pieces for strips and such, or straps, anything. These are just nice pieces. Another one of these pieces that'll match this here. I'll get quite a bit out of that. This was, I'm sure this was made of, something was stamped out of that pretty tight. That'll be a nice another piece. Another nice piece. I mean, I could get probably six good holsters out of this. This is, you never know what you can get when you look at this stuff, and these companies just, they throw the scraps away and they're making money off of it. But for small guys like me who are looking for small projects like this, look at this right here. It's not the same color, but it's going to be the exact width. I could probably get 2 holsters cut out of that width-wise, and it's going to be perfect for somebody. These are all, these have been clamped and cut. You can see where they've been cut out, holsters or whatever it is. Here's another odd olivey color, nice blue piece, and a couple of pink pieces. That's a perfect woman's holster right there. Oh my gosh, I'm just this is just awesome right here. And it only cost me $8, $9, whatever. And so I'm very, very ecstatic about it. So that's kind of an odd piece right there. It's kind of, it was tanned and then cut and everything. You can see where it's, or not tanned but stained and everything. So be very neat. And really these beat the old nylon holsters. This is a Blackhawk, and it works, but having the old leather holster, you can't beat it really. You just don't want to keep it stored in there because you can get moisture in there, it'll kind of rust the gun, depending on the finish of the firearm. And sometimes I do leave a little bit of a residue behind because I don't finish the insides. Because that's easier to form and everything without that, but they do look awesome. So there's a recent find there from Hobby Lobby. Thanks for watching. You guys be safe.